Excited to spend. We have some exciting announcements and things to talk about. So with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Jorg.
Well, thank you very much, Amber. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's taking the time today to come on the call. Really appreciate that because we are also a little bit limited in time, and I don't want to take too much time away from my partners and friends who will talk after me. But I want to take a minute or two to talk about something that's very important to me, and I want to start this call today with sharing my appreciation for these 9 pioneer leaders we have here on the call. And I want to announce their name. It's Kelly, it's Tony, Laurie, Kim, Jennifer, Amber, Anita, Andrea, and Theresa. Over the last couple of months, we almost worked on a daily basis together. And I have experienced nothing less than the highest level of professionalism and an outstanding engagement for this project. Um, while doing so, they were always very respectful, even though sometimes things were a little bit bumpy and rough. They were always very respectful to us on the corporate side and to everybody who's involved in this project. They are they are leading by examples. They are leading with actions. Just yesterday, I received a document that was really mind blowing. I had to read it 3 times. It was fantastic, and it is there's not enough value to put at this. It's fantastic. They are persistent even when times are getting rough and tough. They are hardworking, and they are, which is very important to me, they are reliable. So those leaders, those 9 pioneer leaders, are the finest leader I had the privilege to work with in my last 34 years in this industry. And I mean every word, I mean it as I say it. It is fantastic. I have the feeling that with some of them, I'm friends since ages, but we know each other only for 5 months. And I want to congratulate everyone who is in this call, who has the pleasure and privilege to work with such great leaders. This is, to me, one key to success. I'm 100% convinced that, and I believe that people are the biggest and the most valuable asset in any company. If you have the right people in place, you can succeed in any area. If you have the right people in place, you can make everything possible. And I think with our field leaders here, with our pioneer leaders, we have already one key to success in our hands. But not only the key leaders, we also have a lot of other assets. And I want to remind us again that we have a great product in our hands. We have a unique concept in our hands. Being in this industry for more than 3 decades, I can say that it's safe to say that the products are great quality. And when I go through all the Facebook posts and everything, I see a lot of things that are not going too well, to be very honest. But I see a lot of great comments on our products, and that is also a key to success. That you have been many years in this industry, you know that there are a lot of companies in this industry with rubbish products or products you have to have a lot of faith in. But our product is real. You can use it, you can smell it, you can feel it. It is real, and that makes it fantastic product for me. That's the second key to success. The concept is unique. It won't stay unique. I'm sure if we do get more awareness and more market share with our Abbi project, we will not be the only ones. The concept will be copied because it has shown already that it's very successful in the first couple of months. So we are, and also I don't know. I would like to, and I want to say thank you to Kelly because she shared those data with me, and I would like to use those data because it's another key to success. Sometimes you have everything together, but you're not in the right industry. You're not in the right moment. The economy is not working towards you or in behalf of you. But we are in the right industry. I just looked the numbers up for the direct selling industry in 2024. In 2024, entire global direct selling sales revenue was at $195 billion. You can note that number. It's confirmed. It's safe. $195 billion sales revenue in 2024. And the projected sales revenue for 2025 is $208 billion. So we're talking about another $13 billion that will come on top of this. Of this $195 billion in 2024, the USA, your market, has been number one market. It has been number one market for many, many years. So you are in the right environment, even geographically. The health and beauty sector takes the biggest share, the biggest chunk of all this sales revenue of 195. So the most revenue comes through health and beauty. And this is where we are in. 6.1 million individuals have been involved in direct selling in the USA and roughly 1.1 million in Canada. So you're not alone. This is not a niche we are working in. We're working in one of the most successful industries. We have great products. We have the best leaders on board. So this is where we are at. So sometimes it seems like, oh, everything goes wrong. No, not. We have the keys for success in our hands. I want to put another analogy, like if it would be a cake, a huge cake, we have all the ingredients. We do have the recipe. Now we make sure that the cake is looking good and is tasting good. And this is where we're at right now. From those $208 billion sales revenue that is projected for 2025, I'm really looking forward to see what share is the Abbi share of this at the end of this year. How do we make sure that we become a significant company in this industry and in this area? So this is the question: how do we get the biggest market share possible in the future? The road to success is also a road that requires constant changes and constant improvements. And that leads me to the last couple of weeks. I think with all the bumps and all the difficulties and all the problems we still have, and I don't want to talk that away, it is there. We have to face it and we have to work on it. But at the same time, we also had great accomplishments. I'm very happy. I received yesterday the information from from Thomas that all commission and bonus has been paid out, even those who could not be redeemed in Canada, the ones in Europe where we had problems. All the different bonus and commission payments are out and uploaded now. They are on your e-wallet. That was a huge accomplishment. To be honest, that has taken many nights away from my well-deserved sleep. So I couldn't. That has kept me up at night for a couple of weeks, and I'm very relieved that we have accomplished that. Now that from now on it should go really smooth and seamless. This also saves us time and time to focus not only on issues and on problems, but also to focus on improvements and increasing our market share. So far, we have been focused on the United States and Canada. We had some leaders, some ambassadors, 2 leaders and some ambassadors in Europe, mainly in Spain. I felt sorry for them for a couple of weeks because we didn't focus on them at all, but still they're still here. They're very engaged still. But we won't take away the focus on the US and Canada, but I have the great pleasure and with pride, I can announce you that from now on, you can reach out to your customers and ambassadors in the following European countries: Germany, Austria, France, Belgium, and Spain. Those countries are open. You can register people and you can enlarge your team and enlarge your success. And with that, we can also geographically increase our market share and our importance in this industry. I said I don't want to talk too much. I'm looking at the watch. I talked 10 minutes. That was exactly exactly the time window I was granted by Dimitri. I am German, so I have to be on time. And with that, I hand it over to Dimitri to share some more good news with you. Dimitri, it's all yours now. Thank you for your attention. I saw nobody was running away while I was talking. That's a success for me too. You have to celebrate the little successes. Thank you very much, and let's continue, ladies. Bye. Thank you. Dimitri, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Jörg. Spot on. You overtook 2 minutes. Also from my side, welcome everybody. It's great to have the opportunity to catch up. I don't know about you, but I think we should do this more regularly, just to keep everybody updated on the progress, on things that are happening. Drop in the comments if you think it's a good idea to have regular meetings. They don't have to go very long, like this one we plan with half an hour, but just to sense the energy, to get inspired, to get, of course, new information. And for us, it's a great opportunity to remotely connect. As you know, Jörg and I, we are back in Europe. It's starting to get dark here, but we're very happy to be with you. I also want to echo what Jörg said about the great pioneer leaders. It's amazing. We just finished an almost 2-hour meeting where we are planning for our first ever conference. And as you know, with all these conferences, the devil is in the detail. So we did a real deep dive into what's going to be an outstanding concept and agenda for the meeting. The fact is, with conferences, in MLM or in direct selling in general, it is all about meeting each other. And why do you need to be at these events? Well, because you get plugged in. Being at an event means that you're connected to the energy, to the vision, and in our case, definitely also the movement. And it's hard to build momentum all by yourself, alone, at home. At the events, you meet like-minded people, you build plans together, and yeah, you feel part of something bigger. So I think that's an important reason to be at these conferences. The second thing is also that you grow faster. There's a saying or a quote that is often used in terms of being at these conferences. Your business grows in direct proportion to how many events you attend and how many people you bring with you. Why? Because it's about mindset. It's about learning new skills. It's about getting a new dose of motivation and energy. And not only for you, but also the people around you. So I think growing faster is a key benefit of going to events like we now plan for July. And it's an opportunity for learning. So you learn directly from the best. We will, like I mentioned, we will have an outstanding program with training, and not just training on products, but things like how to handle objectives, objections, what to say to prospects, how to lead, how to duplicate, things of that nature. So looking further than going out with the product, how to build your business. And with that, I think at these conferences, and I've been hosting a lot of these conferences, you actually start to think like a leader yourself, even if you're not a leader at the moment. And you know why that is? Because you see people on stage that are like you. They're not different. They learn the skills, they learn the things, and you can learn from that. So being at these events is just an eye-opening experience for many. And new leaders are born at these events. Now, why is leadership so important? Because it's about building relationships. And that's also what happens at these events. You build relationships with with your upline, with your pioneer leader, with the group as a whole, and especially in the phase we are in with Abbi, where we are, we're only a couple of months down the road with this company. So it's a family that is growing, and being there in the beginning will give you a lot of benefit, because we got a lot to celebrate. And that is also one important key element of events, to celebrate success, to get the view of what it is to be recognized for achieving certain ranks, and get the positive vibe of what it means to achieve new levels and to achieve new successes. So in general terms, an event like we are putting up in Atlanta next month is, for me, a must-have. You have to be there. It is a perfect opportunity to get closer to us. We are all looking forward to meeting you there in person. I like these Zoom meetings and Teams, but nothing compares with meeting in person and shaking hands, or giving a hug. So be surprised on the program. We will communicate a couple of things, of course, prior to the event, especially for those that have booked the ticket. You can book the ticket by ordering it on the website. There is like a product that you can just select in your basket. There has been already an email, so a rough program. I don't have to go into a lot of detail on that, but I do want to highlight one thing, which is the best, I think, for meeting up, having good conversations, and having fun, which is going to be our black and white pool party on the Saturday evening. I think that's going to be a huge fun together, and lots of photo opportunities, and nice conversations, and maybe we even end up dancing next to the pool. Who knows? But knowing direct sellers, I think it's a sure thing. So on the meeting, I think you have all the information. You can book the ticket. There is a link in the email that we send where you can book your hotel room in the conference hotel. If that is what you like. We have negotiated a special price. So I think if you compare it to the other hotels in the area, you don't get a better deal. So use that opportunity to stay in the Courtland Hotel. And we are very much looking forward to seeing you there. The other point I just want to remind ourselves of is what do we have on offer? So there is always some promotion that's running. Maybe this is a good opportunity to list them, the main ones. So we still have this welcome to Abbi discount of 10%. So any new person joining us will receive a 10% discount if they enter the code welcome to Abbi. There is the reorder discount. I think for this group on the call right now, that is actually good information to remind ourselves of. If you reorder, you get a 10% for that reorder. And the reason for that is that we have not set up our auto shipment program yet. So in the future auto shipment, and that will come also in a couple of days or weeks, you will get automatically 10% for being on that program. As that is not active, you still get a 10% if you reorder now. Then you saw the email going out yesterday. We have the promotion with a free product. If you order anything and your basket is over $100, you get a free oil. It's a wonderful product. I believe there is also training on specifically this product scheduled with Joanna. And we have free shipping, and that free shipping is something that has been there in the beginning, but I want to remind ourselves of that every order above $149, and of course the equivalent in Canadian dollars, will have free shipping. So keep that in mind also when you're speaking with customers. Adding 1-2 products to the basket to get above the 149 saves you $15 in shipment fee. So use that opportunity as well. We will, of course, also in the future work with promotions. We think it's a good opportunity to put certain products under the attention. From a strategic perspective, however, we don't want to be a discount company, right? So the value, and Jörg touched on that, the value of the product is because we are unique. There is nothing similar. So we don't need all these discounts. So you have seen quite a few discounts from us, and there were good reasons for these. But personally, I like the oil promotion because giving you the opportunity to get a free product and to try something you haven't tried before with an order is much more powerful than any discount. So that kind of covers what I wanted to share today, and to close off also with saying my deepest gratitude to the pioneers, but also all the other ambassadors, because you trust in us, you have used the product, you are the ambassador. We did not choose ambassador for one reason. You are the ambassadors of Abbi, and I thank you very much for that. And I'm looking forward to many more successful events, calls like this, and of course sharing success that you will have with your teams. So with that, I also used my 10 minutes. Not that I'm German, I'm Dutch. So the Dutch people, they don't care that much on being within the time frame, but I think it worked out. I want to give the last words to Fred to share the vision, and perhaps also have some information that is beneficial for your further growth and motivation. So thank you very much.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Jörg. Thank you, Dimitri, and thank you to this amazing team of pioneer leader. I agree. We since the beginning we always were thinking about Abbi like a family, and what we are sharing together. When I say together, of course, this is our amazing 9 pioneer leaders, but also the leaders that came to Abbi. And I can tell you that I go very often to visit the Facebook to check what you are all doing. And I'm so proud because we are just creating a movement with Abbi. The movement is under the personalization. And this is what is a real game changer, I think, in the industry. And so I just remember the first time we met remote like that. It was 3 months ago. It was just the beginning. And I can tell you something, thank you very much. Thank you very much because I think we have the same message, which is a movement regarding Abbi. And I'm sure now that what we are building together is huge, really huge. So of course, we've been facing some issues that's just normal. But I can tell you something, we are all working so hard, improving every day. So FedEx is coming actually on Monday, meaning that 48 hours, maximum 3 days to deliver everywhere in the world. That help us to open new markets worldwide. And what else? Of course, you will see very soon a new website coming. And I just can tell you something about the movement we are creating. So far, we are talking about skincare, but I can assume that we are already working, and more than working, because the next product coming will be personalized foundation, which is coming very, very soon. And then we'll get into the hair product, personalized. So I just want all of us to make understand anyone that personalization is the key to anyone. And this is the movement we are creating. So tomorrow, I'm sure that you won't talk about Abbi as single product, but real as a movement. And then when you've got a vision like that, when you've got the why myself am I working Abbi product? Why people are buying Abbi products? Because this is part of a movement. And I love how Jörg introduced the numbers first, because those numbers are just amazing. And we can become the first company in MLM. We can, and we will. I love the fact that we will meet in person in Atlanta. I tell you straight, it aimed to be an event that is the first event of Abbi. So it's gonna be a family event. I think it will be the only time that we will be able to meet together like a family. We did organize the event like a family event, a pool, some tables around to talk, to meet, to exchange with all the board, with Joanna a lot. Because Joanna, I can tell you, she's just the heart of Abbi. And then maybe Joanna, you can tell us some short, but thank you very much. And you can't imagine how proud I am and how thankful I am. And your turn, my sweetie.
Hi everyone. So yeah, for me it's I can't wait for a hug everyone at Atlanta. So it will be so fun to see you, to exchange together about your experience with Abbi in the beginning and day after day. I am thankful too because first I'm so happy because thanks of all of you, thanks of all ambassadors, we just make possible to each one have well-being and help them to take care of their skin. That's for me the foundation of all the concept. So what can be more thankful to be somebody that makes something good to some people in their life, for me is the most beautiful things in the world, to make something good to each one. And it's so important for the skin to have this support every day. That's why we work so hard and so far. So thank you to make this possible to each one near of you. So I'm so happy to meet all of you and more. Maybe some are not there today, but yes, we meet tonight for specifically for the offer of the oil this week. So it will be again a pleasure to exchange with all of you at 8 p.m. I think Anita make everything in the. So see you tonight, and really, I can't wait for Atlanta. It's wow, so amazing for me, and I hope to see everyone there. So see you all.
Thank you so much, Joanna and Fred. It's so good to see you guys. And thank you to Jörg and Dimitri and the board and all of you who joined us today. As you can see, you guys, we are really part of something special here. And Abbi is making big steps every day. Everybody is working so hard behind the scenes. And we couldn't do it without you all, and we appreciate you all so much. Just to recap, tonight at 8 p.m., Abbi in Action, Joanna is going to go over everything related to that fantastic oil that we have the promotions under. Make sure you get registered for conference. This is going to be one event you don't want to miss. I know it's coming up, but it is going to be worth the investment, worth the time. It's going to be such a great event. Follow up with those customers, follow up with those who are ready to reorder, rescan, let them know about that special promotion going on right now, because that's a great deal. And that oil is pretty amazing, especially when you catch a little too much sun. So lots of really great things happening, lots of momentum, and we really appreciate your time. And we hope to do this again more, and we will see you all very soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
No.